for another live streaming of Final Fantasy VIII today. I'm hoping this time that I don't go all drowsy and have to call it quits too quickly this time. I really don't know what happened last time. I did literally just, I don't know, I think maybe I hadn't recovered enough from the cold that I had, and perhaps I was a bit too quick off the mark with streaming again. Perhaps I should have given myself a bit more recovery time. But anyway, we're back. I feel a lot better today. I feel fantastic even. And so we're going to pretty much carry on from where we left off. So last time we went through the intro. We went to the fire cavern, beat Ifrit, which is now in our inventory. There he is, just there. And actually we'll just set him up to learn boost a moment. And we're actually going to pull Quasgot back off of Quistis because we're not going to be using her for a bit now. Let me see, so from here then we need to be going to the dormitory to go and change into our uniform, because it's time now to get started with the seed mission, well, the seed exam rather. Oh, pardon me, God, blimmin' hell, I don't know what's going on with me today. I seem to have gas left, right and centre. I do apologise, folks. I promise you, I'm not usually this disgusting with my burping, I can assure you. I don't know where it's coming from. So I'd also like to take a moment to point out, well, I say point out to sort of make you guys aware that I might be moving my streaming to Twitch, just purely because it seems like it might be more effective for the content I'm bringing out. Now there will still be content coming out on my YouTube channel as well, and I might still stream on YouTube as well from time to time, depending on how I feel. And as long as YouTube and Twitch don't bollock me for it. I don't really know what their rulings on it are. Oh, hello, Pre. Oh, don't you worry, I'm still doing Skyrim as well. Actually, as it happens, I filmed 2 episodes today. And I filmed another one last night as well, which is already up. And actually, one of the videos I've uploaded today, the other one I'm going to upload later. I didn't want to try and do it right now because I thought the live stream might disrupt it, because I'm uploading them directly from the PS4, you see. But by the end of tonight they will be up, so I do hope you enjoy them. It's still early days on Skyrim though, we're still, you know, getting there. Anyway, how are you doing, Pre? And I'm glad to be getting an audience as well, it makes this worth doing. Oh god, now what? A random phone call coming in, what the hell? Bear with me a minute, folks. Sorry about that, folks. Oh, I'm glad you're doing okay, Pre. Yeah, sorry about that, folks. I had an annoying phone call. It's one of those really irritating ones. Yeah, we have it on our records. You've been involved in a car accident. It's like, no, I haven't. I'm pretty sure I haven't. I would know. For the love of God, I don't even drive yet. I mean, I was in the process of potentially trying to learn to drive until this virus came about. But yeah, in order to have an accident in a car, you kind of actually need to be driving. Yeah, I agree, Pre. They are a bunch of clowns. They really annoy me. I don't know how they manage to keep getting hold of me. I keep blocking their numbers one after another, and they still manage to get around it just by ringing me with a different number. It's ever so annoying. But anyway. So I've just skipped that tutorial with Zell. If you guys are following me and you want to view the tutorial, by all means go for it, but I'm not going to bother because I've done it so many times now and I don't need to see it again. Oh, I've dealt with my fair share of scammers as well, Pre. They are very annoying. Although the last one did make me laugh a little bit, actually. It was quite amusing. I had a phone call come through where basically it said that if I didn't push a number within a certain time, or if I didn't push the number, policemen would be around to arrest me for fraud. And I thought, you what? So I put the phone down. I was like, literally just sat there going, come on then, come and arrest me. Trying not to piss myself laughing at the same time. And I've not had that phone call again since. I mean, I did block the number as well, to be fair. Yeah, I shit you not, Pre. I actually had a phone call saying that if I didn't push the button that I was being told to push, I would be arrested for fraud. And I pissed myself laughing at it. It was the worst scam I'd ever come across. I've had other scams as well where they've tried to panic me by making me think that my accounts have been hacked. And it's like, well, no, they haven't. I would know. There's so many... Yeah, exactly. Morons. Precisely. They're just... Yeah. Okay, so at this point we find out that Cypher is going to be our squad leader, much to our horror and disgust, because he's not exactly the greatest person. But we're going to go with it. Save those words for a bad student that needs them. Well, alright then, Cypher. See, I don't normally stream today, because if I try and stream today, then normally I'd end up clashing with Fuzzfinger, but he doesn't seem to be streaming today. So I'm assuming he is still waterlogged from all the rain. Pre being amusing as usual. I tell you what, people, just Pre alone makes these streams worth doing. I'm pretty sure that's not what teamwork means, but okay, Cypher. Well, I did check on Twitch to see if he was streaming Pre, and I didn't see anything crop up, because I did look for it. Because he always starts at 2:30 UK time, and I'm in the UK, so... but yeah, I didn't see anything pop up. Well, earlier on this week he did say that the rain was being relentless where he was, and consequently it was messing everything up. And since he lives out in the country, I can imagine that it probably would. I mean, the phone lines and crap aren't exactly very good out in the countryside, unfortunately. It's even worse down near my grandmother's. Some bright spark thought it was a clever idea to put the phone line underground, so whenever the fields flood, my grandmother's phone line goes down. It's ridiculous. Oh, you were in Sheffield, were you? That's actually... I think that's about an hour and a half from me, maybe slightly longer. Because I'm in Loughborough, which is south of Nottingham. Well, it's in between Nottingham and Leicester. Oh, I know, Pri, I know. It is stupid. I mean, she's got a mobile, so in an emergency situation, she's still sorted. But that's still not the point, you know, there's still no excuse for it. Yeah. I mean, it has been quite stormy here as well. Although not as stormy as it was earlier on this year. The storms that hit here earlier on this year were far worse because it took the fence panels down out the back. Oh, I think UK summertime is long gone now. It's nowhere near as warm as it was. I must admit though, I actually prefer melting to freezing. Like, I don't particularly like getting cold. I prefer to sweat instead, if I'm honest. And in the winter I do have a habit of living like a lizard for some reason, I don't know why. Yeah, I have that problem. It's worse for me because I get eczema on my hands and the cold really aggroes it, especially when I'm biking to work, although at the moment I don't have to bike to work because I'm still fur-loaded. God knows when I'll get back there. It's been quite a while now. In fact, let me see. We closed back in March on the 23rd, and we're October now, aren't we? So what's that? April, May, June, July, August, September. Bloody hell, that's 7. Well, with the lockdown it's 7 months, but actually for me it's actually slightly longer. It would be more like 10 months for me because before that I'd only actually been back at work for about 2 weeks, because before that I was suspended pending an investigation because I did something very stupid. I got very frustrated at work and I let rip on a manager, and I shouldn't have done. But I've learnt my lesson now and I shan't do it again. Yes and no. I mean, I will hold my hands up and say the manager really didn't help the situation that night. He really didn't help. Oh yeah, the managers do like to test your patience from time to time. I think the biggest thing that caused the arguments for me was the fact that I wanted to do my job one way and they wanted me to do it another way, and it was like, well, what the hell does it matter as long as the job gets done, sort of thing. In the end I did back down and just sort of went with it, and I just sort of adapted to it instead. What kind of storm was it we're talking? If it was a snowstorm, then that is a bit dickish of your manager, because obviously, you know, with a snowstorm, if it's bad enough, you can get stuck. Oh, ooh, flipping hell. hurricane. Well now, if you're dealing with hurricanes, that would tell me that you're over in America somewhere, because they seem to be the biggest place for hurricanes. Right, so we've now got the ability to move the car, so we're going to go ahead here and make our way into Balam town for the next bit of the story. We've had storms that have come very close to hurricane level, but they haven't actually been classed as hurricanes. We tend to get the tail end of the hurricanes, but by the time they actually hit here, they've been downgraded to just very big storms. Although we have had some pretty bad ones in the past. But yeah, the problem with me is I have autism, which up until recently I was really ashamed of, but not anymore. And because of the way my autism works, I tend to want to do things in a certain way to make myself more comfortable. And that's where the conflict was coming into play with my bosses, but it's all been resolved now. Yeah, I know it's nothing to be ashamed of now. I you know, got over it. Yeah, and I don't know why people like jumping in the ocean in storms. It's ridiculously stupid. I mean, it's like they've got a death wish or something. Jumping into the ocean in the middle of a storm is the most dumbest thing you can do, because that's when the sea's going to be roughest. Oh, yes, I think I am familiar with ADD. Well, sort of. I think I sort of grasped the general concept of it, at least. Adults, eh? We adults are supposed to be setting an example for our children. I don't know, not being able to pay attention is probably easier to deal with than being hyper, I reckon, because if you're hyper you're going to struggle to sleep at night. And yes, I do agree with that as well. Adults should set an example for children. I certainly shall if I ever manage to have kids. At the moment it's just a dream though, having kids and a family. I will get there someday, I hope. Okay, so the seed exam is taking us over to ydda123's, which is over in Galabida. Yeah, one day one day. Oh, I am in my 30s. Well, I've just hit my 30s earlier on this year. So I hope it doesn't take too much longer, if I'm honest. I ain't getting any younger. My best subject in high school. Ooh. I would have to say that was probably geography, if I'm honest, although I did fail it, but that was only because my dumbass fucking school gave me the wrong test paper, and also YouTube, excuse my language, I do apologise, I was not meant to swear just then. Oh, you're in your mid-30s, okay. Blimey. To be honest, I don't think any of the schools are decent nowadays, if I'm honest. They all have their flaws. The amount of times I've read in the newspaper where students have been sent home for the smallest little thing. It's like some of these teachers really are nitpicking little shits. I look forwards to the day that I have kids and I send them to school, because if the teachers cause shit for my kids, I will have a flipping field day on them. I really will. Because I'll be quite frank with all of you people that watch my channel, I absolutely hated school with a passion. I was bullied all the way through, and I was never happier to get away from it when I hit 16 and was able to finally do my GCSE exams and leave. It was the most happiest day of my bloody life. And yes, I left school with virtually no qualifications, but you know what? I still managed to fucking get somewhere in life because I still have got a job. Even though certain people said I'd never manage it, I didn't give up. I turned around and said, sod you all, I will do this, I'll show you all. And I did it. Yeah, I graduated at 16. It's interesting to know what all those bullies are actually doing nowadays, because I literally don't have anything to do with any of them nowadays. I mean, I've spotted a few of them on Facebook, but that's about it. Oh, nice. No, I turned 16 and graduated just after, and then I didn't hit 17 until the following year. That wouldn't surprise me if they have, to be honest. I mean, don't get me wrong, some of the bullies did change towards the end and actually did apologise for their shit and actually, you know, did make things up to me. But it was only the odd one or two that actually snapped out of it and realised what they'd done. I love this cutscene. This is actually one of my favourite tracks from the soundtrack as well. It's called The Landing. None of them have truly apologised to me, but they behaved themselves. They treated me as bad. To be honest, I got to the point where I got so sick and tired of them picking on me and whatnot, I just started wailing on them. I mean, I had one guy that jumped me outside of school on the way home. One day I just got pissed off with it and belted him on, shoved his ass to the ground and walked off. Never touched me again after that. It shouldn't have got to the point where I had to do that. But, anyhow, it is what it is. Now then, back towards Final Fantasy VIII for a moment, because we are getting off topic here. First things first, we're just going to junction ourselves. I'm going to give Quazcoatl and Ifrit to Zell for a minute, so that they're both gaining experience. I'm not going to bother giving Cypher anything, because ideally we don't want him getting any experience if we can help it. So we're going to have a series of battles we're going to have to deal with here as well against the Galabeevan soldiers, and they're pretty easy to deal with. go. Like I said, nice and easy. I think we do get bonus points for our sea exam if we take out a certain amount of these soldiers, but I really don't have the patience to do that today, and I really don't want to bore you guys with that, so I am literally just going to keep moving, and I'll just take out whatever comes at me. And we have got a couple of boss fights coming up as well in a bit, one of which is a pain in the ass, but we will get through it. Possibly, I'm not sure, it's been a while since I've really had a look at how many you have to take out and how many points you get bonused for it. I know you can get a bonus, I think it's a bonus 100 points if you can kill the mechanical spider boss on the bridge that's coming up in a bit. Yes, you can. You can get about, I think it's about 50 AP for beating him on the bridge. And like I said, you also get a bonus, I think it's a bonus 100 points towards your seed exam results. Also, if you don't beat him on the bridge, I should also point out that you will lose points if you don't save the dog on your way back through. But you will get bonus points if you do save the dog. Do you know what? I can't actually remember it's been a while. Well, I say it's been a while. The last time I actually played through this properly was last year when I was platinuming it. I just realised I'm not coughing anymore. Finally, I've got rid of this damn cough that was with my cold. Praise the Lord. My cough has been so stubborn to get rid of. Today is the first day that I haven't been coughing. I don't believe it. I've only just noticed. Yeah, I literally had not noticed that I hadn't been coughing because I've been coughing so bloody much over the last sort of week or so because of this damn cold that I had, and it's now finally sodded off. Right then, so at this point we need to go and talk to Cypher, who says that we're on standby until the enemy comes. Oh dear, bless her. Well, I hope she gets better soon. So I'm thinking for my first Twitch live stream, if I set up on Twitch, I'm thinking about doing Final Fantasy 12. What do people think? Let me know in the comments section. Obviously we'll finish Final Fantasy 8 first. I'm not going to just jump from Final Fantasy 8 to 12. Well, if you've got your hands on a copy of 12, you're more than welcome to follow me along, Pre, when I do start it. Personally, it's one of my favourite Final Fantasies now, which is really ironic considering it was one of the ones I hated to start off with. I could not get into it, and then I played the Zodiac version of it and got into it, and I couldn't stop playing it. Let me check. Ah, okay. Well, like I say, you've got a bit of time, because we're going to finish Final Fantasy 8 first, and at the moment we're only on disc 1, we've still got ages to go yet, so... Although I've got to say, in Final Fantasy 12 there are some really annoying bosses to deal with. One of which I have still yet to beat, and it's driving me pippy. And it's one of the last bloody trophies I need as well. And for the life of me, I cannot beat these little shits. Basically, you have to complete all 100 trials of the trial mode. And I get all the way to the end, to the very last trial. And in trial 100, there are 5 judges you have to take on. And they hit you like a truck. Oh, is he? God, I haven't seen Basheki pop up in a while. Blimey. Well, if you want the achievement for it, you'll have to do the trial at some point. The majority of the trials are really easy. It's literally just that last one that's a pain. But if you watch Fuzzfinger, I know he's definitely done it, because I did actually watch his video to try and work out how to do it. Oh, is he? That would explain why I'm not getting much of an audience over here on Final Fantasy 8. They're all watching Basheki then. Ah, yes, Kingdom Hearts. I love Kingdom Hearts 1. It's my favourite out of the 3 of them. I actually recently had been playing through it, following Fuzzfinger's walkthrough. I've done it multiple times, but I just enjoy playing the game. I'm actually... I've done a full walkthrough for Kingdom Hearts 1, and I have live streamed it here on YouTube as well. But because I like it so much, I was actually plotting to potentially stream it on Twitch as well. And do another full walkthrough for it, just because I like it so much. But oh, you saw it, did you? Ah, okay. Oh yes, by all means, go ahead and check out my videos. Like I said, I've done a full walkthrough. I've covered pretty much everything. The optional bosses towards the end, I showed everybody, although I was only able to defeat 1 or 2 of them, I believe, because some of them were an absolute nightmare. Although, ironically enough, one of the ones I did defeat actually happens to be the hardest one in the game. Although, it's confession time, folks. I must confess, while I was recording the video of me battling Sephiroth, it actually did take me a good 10 attempts to get it right and actually beat him. I must hold my hands up and confess this sin. Ah, yes, the Pegasus Cup. What difficulty are you playing it on, though, Pre? That's the question. And yeah, Sephiroth does take a while. He's an absolute nightmare. I did beat him, but it took everything I had. Just normal difficulty. Okay, so on normal difficulty, you're going to want to be, I'd say, between levels 20 and 25 for the Pegasus Cup. And you're going to want to have gotten at least the... I'm having a mind blank. I can't remember the name of the keyblades. You should be able to do it with the Jungle King keyblade, to be fair, thinking about it. Oh, that's why you're struggling. Have you been using the defense ups and the strength ups as well that you've been picking up along the way? Oh, you've got the Agrabah keyblade. Well, if you've got the Agrabah one, I would say go with that one. It's a lot stronger. Right. Well, mind you, the power-ups don't come into it till later. I think the first one you find is in Atlantis, thinking about it. I'm going to assume it's the battle against Yuffie and Squall that you fight together in the Pegasus Cup? Or am I thinking of the other one? Oh, you're trying to take them out on your own, right? Yeah, that makes sense. That's right. So with Leon and Yuffie, I generally tend to get rid of Yuffie first, and also using the wind spell will buff up your defense as well and sort of keep Squall at, well, Leon as he's called in Kingdom Hearts, at bay. I've just realised I've been stood on the spot for ages. I really should get moving. What a donut. And then obviously deal with Squall afterwards. Yeah, you need to get rid of Yuffie first, then deal with Squall. Because if you don't get rid of Yuffie first, her long range attacks will intercept you when you're trying to get rid of Squall, and it just becomes an absolute nightmare. And then when it's Cloud and Squall together, it's Squall that you want to eliminate first. To the tower we go. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-dum. So at this point we're going to have an encounter with a new monster known as the Anaconda. So we're going to have to pull out a few Guardian forces for this one. Yes, I will draw the spells if I can find them. I know there's one at the bottom of the tower. I'm trying to think where the other two are. Excuse me. Seems my throat is still not completely healed just yet. I'm still getting a little bit of pain on the left side of my throat from time to time. I've still got a bit of Ediflan spray left. I'll use a bit of that. I should take the edge off. I hope. So unfortunately I can't use boost for this fruit just yet, but by the end of this fight I should have unlocked it. Oh, for Pete's sake. I hate this boost ability. Oh yes, yes, I know that. Draw his magic. Oh yes, Pri is right. To be honest, when it comes to the magics in this game, I tend to just wait until I've got the card mod ability, and I tend to get most of my magics from that, or I'll use the other refinery abilities to get the magics that way. It's so much quicker than having to draw, because it takes forever to draw 100 of each magic out, especially when sometimes you're only pulling 2 at a time. Right, let's get rid of this anaconda and move on. Once you've unlocked some of the refinery abilities, I will show you folks how you can refine items and whatnot. I'm going to assume that's manipulating the RNG of the game through. Ah, right, okay. We'll keep that in mind. I mean, at the moment our magic's not going to be that high. Ah, there we go, there's boost. Right, let's just have a quick glance at our Guardian forces. So right now Quasgot is still learning the card ability. Shiva's still learning that. So Ifrit, what should we get him to learn next? I think we should probably start learning that one next, if I'm honest. Oh, there's the fire magic refinery thing, but we'll get that later. Right, let's go ahead and progress up the tower, the communication tower. Right, now there is another bit of information I should put out here. In a moment, after all this dialogue is done, we're going to be given the option to jump off the cliff and down to where those guards are. If we do this, we will lose points towards our seed exam score. So instead what we're actually going to do is we're going to walk down the ramp and work our way down the long way, since we don't want to lose any points. But if you're not too fussed about your exam points, then by all means go ahead and jump, but we're not going to bother. To be honest, I think realistically if you jumped off of that in real life you'd break your leg, if I'm honest. Or worse. Oh god, what's going on with my throat? I apologise for my coughing and spluttering, folks. I'm trying to clear my throat and it won't clear. One of the annoyances of having ulcers in the throat, unfortunately. There goes Cypher again, winding Zell up as per usual. Well, thank you for being understanding, Pri. And here's a familiar face from earlier on. Well, in our last live stream rather, albeit it wasn't a very long one, so I still wasn't fully recovered. Yes, we are Squad B, indeed we are. Yes, we are the person that showed you around. So we are now introduced to Selfie, who is our third member of our permanent team. Oh God. Right, so at this point we're going to walk our way down. Like I said before, do not jump unless you are intending to sacrifice some exam points. Oh, a couple of Galabedans, including a Galabedan commander. Easy enough to deal with. Showing Squall's limit break at this point. Unfortunately, we're going to have to wallop this other guy a bit more because that commander decided to be a complete div and heal him up. There we go. Job done. There we go, we've made it to the bottom. And Selfie says, "What took you so long? It would have been much quicker if you'd just jumped." Yeah, it might have been quicker, but it also might have involved breaking a few bones. So at this point we can go with either or option, but I'm going to go with the top one, I think. So here we are at the communication tower. And at this point we're going to be interrupted by Cypher again, who is being a bully and scaring off the Galabedan soldiers. Right, before we go any further, we're just going to make some adjustments here. So first of all, we want to go to Zell. And we want to just take Ifrit off, and we're going to go ahead and put Ifrit onto Selfie. This will give her the ability to access her items, draw and other stuff as well. There we go. Right, let's go ahead and make our way inside. So before we head up, we've got a draw point just to the left of us, which we'll grab in just a moment. But not before we're interrupted by a bunch of pain in the arses. Oh no, is it just the one? No, it's just the one. I probably should heal Squall up before I go into battle in a sec as well. Although I do like using Renza cooking, so it's easier to access when you're in yellow with your health. Well, there's Rough Divide. Now there are 3 other limit breaks in which Squall will be able to use later on as and when we upgrade our weapons, and they are Fated Circle, Blasting Zone, and then the almighty Lionheart. Although the Lionheart is a real pain in the ass to get him to use. Because you see, once you get the Lionheart blade, he'll use one of the 4 limit breaks at random when you use the Renza cooking. And unfortunately you can't really determine which one he's going to use. So it can be a bit of a pain. You know what? I don't like these guys. I'm just going to flatten them with Ifrit. Oh, actually, there's one thing I'll do. I'll just chuck a potion onto Squall. That is if they're still alive by the end of this. Oh, yes. Priya's just made a very good point. So the boss fight we're going to be... Well, one of the 2 boss fights we're going to be dealing with at the top of the tower has the Guardian Force Siren, and trust me, you're going to want to draw that one out of him, because if you don't, it's going to screw you up royally for certain abilities. Trust me, you are going to want that Guardian Force, and if you don't draw it out of the boss fight here, you will not be able to gain access to it until virtually the end of the game. So trust me folks, you definitely want to go and get your hands on that. Right, so I'm just going to now go on to Quasgot again and set up the next ability that I want them to learn. I'm not going to worry too much about... Well, actually, which one do I want? I'll go with that one. Oh, almost forgot. Let me just... There we go. I'll just do a quick game save as well here. For the sheer fact of this boss fight could go horribly wrong, but then again it might not. Although to be fair, Final Fantasy VIII, without trying to toot my horn, is my best Final Fantasy. I annihilate it every time I play through it. I've never once failed. There's only one boss in the entire game that I've ever struggled against, and that is Omega. But for those of you that have fought Omega in this game will know how big of a pain in the arse he is. So here we are introduced to 2 characters that are quite infamous throughout all of Final Fantasy, and that is Biggs and Wedge. Although they don't always play the villain, of course. In Final Fantasy VII, for instance, Biggs and Wedge are actually on our side. Final Fantasy X, I don't think they're in Final Fantasy X. I don't think. Oh, actually, no, I tell a lie. They are in Final Fantasy X. They are Blitzball players. Yeah, this Final Fantasy has always been my favourite and has always had a spot close to my heart. It was the very first Final Fantasy I ever played, actually, thinking about it. Final Fantasy X was the next one that I then had a go at. And I got so far in and got stuck and stopped playing until I moved up to where I am now, where I then met some new friends who showed me how to get past the bit I was stuck on. And then shortly after that I got my first PS3. Well, actually I say first PS3, it's the only PS3 I've ever had. And it's still going strong to this day, and that's when I got Final Fantasy 13. Also back when I was still on the PS2, I did play a little bit of 12 but couldn't get into it. And then obviously recently Zodiac Age came out, which is the remake of Final Fantasy 12, or remastering of it rather. And I managed to get into it that time around, and I did play all the way through and quite enjoyed it. And also at this point I did have a go at 7 as well, which I've now completed and platinumed. Right, so to start off with this fight, we're only going to be up against Biggs. Wedge will come into it later on after we've damaged Biggs to a certain amount. I'm going to try again with the boost ability here, although I'm not having much luck with it today, and it is an absolute pain in the ass. Whoops. Slightest touch of the button and it goes back down again. Basically, the objective with the boost button is to basically, when the red cross goes across, you don't press the button obviously, and when it's not got a red cross on the box, vigorously push it. Unfortunately, if you're just that tad too quick at tapping, you can accidentally tap over the red cross and then you end up with it going back down to 0 again. And sometimes it can be an absolute pain in the ass, like it's just done a relay there. The red cross disappeared and then within a second of it disappearing, it came back up again. It almost took me by surprise. Diamond dust. Oh, so at this point, Wedge now joins the fight. Right, before we damage them any further, let's just see what they've got that we can draw. So we've got a hidden magic there that we don't know what that is. Let's have a look and see if we can find out. What we got? Oh, blizzards, okay. So they've both pretty much got the same sort of spell set. I'm not actually going to spend time drawing these spells out of them because I can get them a bit better, well, easier later on, and I will show you guys how to do that when the time comes. I promise you that. And we will have our team pretty powerful pretty quickly. Just have to fulfill a few requirements. Bugger. And we can actually get our hands on the strongest weapon for scrolls right on the first disc. Now, up until recently, I actually generally thought you had to read the magazine first for it to pop up in the weapon shop. But oh boy, was I wrong. It wasn't until I watched someone else do it, and I was like, hang on a minute, they've got to be cheating or something. Then I saw Fuzzfinger do it, and I was like, hang on a minute. Maybe I've got this wrong, so I put it to the test myself and I was like, oh shit. So it does take a bit of grinding to do though. Okay, so at this point, Biggs and Wedge are going to get knocked out of the way and Everett's going to take over. And this is where we need to remember to draw Siren out of, which we're going to do in just a moment. Let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, so at this point, now that we've got Siren, we can pretty much go nuts on him and wail on him. I'm just going to see what this hidden spell is as well, actually, 'cause I'm curious. What is it? Oh, double! Ooh, double could actually be quite useful at this early stage in the game. I'm actually very tempted to rob him of that. Ooh, do I dare? You know what, I think I will rob him for some doubles, if I can. Bugger. Oh, here comes his deadly storm breath. Oh, this is going to take ages if we're only drawing 2 at a time. Flippin' heck. Okay, I don't want to bore you guys with this, so I'm just going to go ahead and wipe him out, and I'll get doubles a different way. There are other methods. As useful as it would have been, I really don't want to have to sit here for ages farming the doubles out of him. And I'm pretty sure you guys will get bored if you have to sit there watching me farm only 2 at a time. Ridiculous. If I was getting like 9 or 10 at a time, it wouldn't be an issue, but... This may take a while as well, because we're not doing that much damage to him either. I'm just going to keep pummeling him with our Guardian Forces as best we can, I think. The next boss fight, on the other hand, should be a bit easier, because we actually do have a secret weapon against it, and that is, funnily enough, the Guardian Force that's currently being used right now. Well, here he comes again with another Storm Breath. Oof. Crikey. Oh bugger. We just lost Zell. We'll get him back up in a minute. Oh my god, I hate this boost thing. Such a pain. Right, what we're going to do here is, oops, we're going to have scroll. Oh god. getting a bit treacherous now. Right, we need to get Selfie back up. Uh-oh. Oh, bother. He's been quite relentless, I'll give him that. I'm actually struggling a bit here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Shit. That was not helpful. Right, let me try and see if I can get the guys back up. Blimey. Can't remember the last time I struggled this badly against Everett. Normally I get my limit break in with Selfie to use the full cure before he gets the chance to wipe me out. I think we're about to lose Scroll again. Yeah, we've lost him and I've got no Phoenix Downs left either, so I can't even get him back up. We're just going to have to try our best to kill him. Oh, actually, we might have a way of getting him back up. If Selfie's limit break becomes available, we could try and get a life spell to crop up. But it is random. Uh-oh. Actually, that might have done us a favour, thinking about it. There's full cure. That will get us both healed back up. Few squeaky bum moments. Right, let's go ahead and throw our Guardian Forces back out. Shit. We've just lost Ifrit. I really hope this guy goes down soon. I am struggling to stay ahead of him now. Oh, wow, that was pathetic for a Thunder spell. left now is Questcott. Sorry, Questcott. Come on, go down. Oh, bother. Just have to keep ourselves healed for a little bit longer. Probably should have purchased some more Phoenix Downs before I started. God, this thing won't die. Oh, I need my limit break. Gonna lose Questcott soon as well if we're not careful. Big brute, go down. Yes! Oh, thank God for that. I was actually starting to sweat a wee bit just then. I actually thought we were going to fail. Oh, dear me. And we get some nice little rewards there as well, including a weapon magazine. And we've also got Siren. So at this point we are told that we need to rendezvous back down at the beach by 1900 hours. What a lousy leader. Right then, so let's go ahead and get down from here. I gotta figure out how to get Squall back on his feet as well. Right. Oh, damn. Sodding commander. Go away. So since we're lacking equipment right now, I think we're going to avoid trying to kill the mechanical spider on the bridge. And the fault is mine on that one because I didn't prep properly before I came over. That was my own stupidity. I wasn't thinking about what I was doing. It's probably something I would have done before the beginning of my live stream, but it was a bit of a rush to start the live stream today because originally I hadn't planned on streaming because I thought Fuzzfinger was going to be streaming. And the day just sort of ran away with me while I was filming Skyrim. And just, yeah, right, first of all. Ah, it brought Squall back, excellent. Oh, thank Christ for that. That makes it a little bit easier, right. So this is our next boss, the Examog spider. Absolute pain in the butt. And it will chase us all the way down to the shore if we don't destroy it on the bridge. Which in this case it's going to chase us all the way through because we're not going to take it out on the bridge. Because I'm just not prepped for it. And the Guardian Force we want is Kaskopple. We should be able to one-hit him with it and knock him out. Or at least that's the plan anyway. And also, the faster we get back down to the shore, the more points we will get towards our exam as well. And that did not do as much damage as I was hoping. Oh god. This boost ability is so mad. I've also noticed that in the PS4 version they've done something to it. It doesn't boost properly. And down it goes. So at this point we can leg it. And at this point the chase begins. Now we can avoid most of the encounters with him. There will be a few that we can't. Wrong button. Right. Which is the wrong button? Hang on a minute. No, it's not that button. There is a walk button. Where is it? No. Circle, that's the button I'm looking for. Right, with this bit we want to walk down it because otherwise when the mechanical spider comes down he'll shake the ground and it will stun us. But if we walk it won't stun us and it will allow us to get down quicker. this is one of the places where unfortunately we will have to encounter him. I think sometimes you can get him to jump over you a second time and then carry on. Unfortunately it doesn't always work. And also this is the fight where if you can deal, I think it's 5,500 damage to him, you can basically destroy him here and the encounter pretty much ends and he won't chase you any further, and you'll get the bonus point for it plus 50 AP on top. But unfortunately due to lack of potions and stuff I just don't have what I need to do so right now. But I believe if you check out my walkthrough guide that I did for this scene last year, I believe I did take the mechanical spider out in my walkthrough. So if you guys are wanting to see how it's done, by all means check out that guide. I'm pretty sure it's in there. Boost ability is so annoying. There we go, down it goes. And with that we're going to leg it again. Right, let's go. Make sure you save the dog on the way through. If you don't, you lose points. But if you save it, I believe you get bonus points. And with that, the seed exam is now over. Yay! Man, all they did was get in my way. Being a leader ain't easy, says Cypher. So we're now free to do as we wish. And at this point, Cypher's going to be a selfish prick and drive off with the car, so we have to walk back. But that doesn't matter, because we're going to be staying here for a minute anyway to grab some potions and whatnot. And there's also a issue of timber manics we can collect. You can either get it from inside the hotel here, or you can get it outside the station as well. Oh, there's a draw point there, we'll just go ahead and grab that. Gosh, we've gone well over the hour mark now on this stream. We've been going for just under an hour and a half. But because I had a week where I didn't stream for a bit and I feel like I let you all down, I'm going to stream for a bit longer today, I think, to make up for it. Now, where's that issue of timber manics? There it is. So next we want to talk to this guy here. And the first thing we want to do is grab ourselves some Phoenix Downs, because by God do we need them. That'll do for a minute. We'll get some more later when we've got a bit more money coming in. Really got anything worth selling right now. I mean, there are some money making tricks I can show you guys later on, although I think I did put them into my walkthrough that I did last year. However, I will show you them again this time around anyway, just because I can and I want to, but it won't be for a while just yet, because it won't be until disc 3 that I can show you. But actually no, I tell a lie, we might be able to get it done before that. I shall have to read up and jog my memory on how to do it and get back to you folks on that one. Right, before we go back into the school or garden, whatever you want to call it, I'm just going to go ahead here and... Oh, it's not you that's got it, is it? It's you that's got that one. Yeah, it's you that's got it. Oops. I'm going to take draw out and put the card ability in. And we're going to be going after something pretty nasty, actually, if I'm honest. Bite bug. These ones you can draw scan out of, but I'm not going to bother. In fact, I'm just going to run away from this one, because it's really not worth battling. And actually, before I go in, I'm just going to save my game here, because what we're going for is quite nasty and could potentially wipe me. It has been known to happen. But seeing as how we've just taken care of 2 very challenging boss fights and got ourselves a new Guardian Force, I don't really want to risk it. Although, having said that, I will equip Siren. And also, we'll just go ahead and set her up to learn her next ability. And it's these particular refinery ones that I wanted to get my hands on, and you can only get them with Siren. And all will be made clear on that one a bit later on. For now, I'm just going to set up boost. That's alright, Pre, you don't need to apologise for that. Work should always come first, well, unless of course it's involving your family. In which case then I'd say your family should come first, but... Well, that's not what we're looking for. We'll go ahead and run away from that. And that's not what we're looking for either. Where are you hiding? They do spawn in this forest, I know they do, although the forest is making me look like a liar right now. on, where are you? Reveal thyself. That's not it. So we're looking for a mob called the T-Rex Saw. And the reason we're looking for it is because 1, it gives off a decent amount of AP at a time, and 2, it makes for a very good card for the card game, especially at the beginning when we're first starting out. And they do spawn in this forest, although right now, like I say, the game's making me look like a liar because they just don't seem to want to pop up right now. And I should just pre-warn that these things do hit hard, and just be very careful taking them on, because quite frankly, like, without trying to sound big-headed or anything like that, because that's definitely not the case, you need to be, well, normally if you're just starting out on the game and you're playing for the first time round, you need to be relatively decent level. For those of us that have played the game before and know what we're doing, you know, we can survive. Ooh, these bloody bugs. Come on. Can't get the damn thing to pop up. I know I can get them in the training area in the garden as well, but to be honest, if I try and take it on there, it's going to be literally Squall versus it, and it's not going to work. I know they definitely spawn here because I've encountered them multiple times. My God, this thing just does not want to pop up for me today. What is going on? This thing's being incredibly elusive. Come on. This bloody thing's just not going to pop up, is it? Oh! Out my elbow. Come on. Well, I'm going to try a couple more times to get this thing to spawn, and if I can't get it, then I'm just going to move on. Okay. We'll leave it for now since it doesn't seem to want to pop up. We'll deal with it a different way. So we're going to go ahead and make our way back into the garden now. At this point, the draw point here has restocked, so we can go ahead and grab some more cures out of there. Mission complete. I think we did a pretty good job. The candidates are back safely, right? Although we didn't realise the Galabin army was after the abandoned communication tower. We've just received word from the Dolit Dukedome. The Galabin army has agreed to withdraw as long as the communication tower is repaired and the uplink remains operational. Well, in any case, Galabida is out of there. We couldn't have made more money if... we could have made more money if they'd stayed and caused more ruckus. Right then, so with that we're going to go ahead and make our way up towards the stairwell, and we're going to veer off to the right, where we shall have an encounter with Cypher. You hear about the communication tower in Dollet? We would have been heroes if it weren't for that withdrawal order. You were only looking for a fight. My dear instructor, I'm hurt. Those are rather cruel words for an aspiring student. A Medicure instructor like you would never understand. Cypher, don't be so stuck on yourself. You'll take responsibility for leaving the designated area. Isn't it the captain's duty to take the best possible action? Cypher, you'll never be a seed. Calling yourself a captain is a joke. At this point, the headmaster's going to enter into the disagreement. Cypher, you will be disciplined for your irresponsible behaviour. You must follow orders exactly during combat. But I'm not entirely without sympathy for you. I don't want you all to become machines. I want you all to be able to think and act for yourselves. I am Headmaster Sid. You have some business in your office. There are so many issues at hand here. Okay, so at this point we need to make our way back out into the main lobby area. And we're going to be summoned upstairs. And summoning says, all students who participated in today's field exam report to the second floor hallway. So we'll go ahead and do just that. And we just basically want to sit and chill here now for a minute. Still stuck doing work. Kill that fatter. Oh, I was trying to get the T-Rex sword to spawn pre, but it for some reason wouldn't pop up. And I know they spawn in that little forest, but today they just didn't seem interested in me. I guess I just didn't rate their attention. It's all good though. I've got a way of getting around it. It's fine. I will have my T-Rex sword battle. It just won't be in that forest. So at this point, they're going to read out the are reading out the names to say who's passed and who hasn't. And from our group, that's pretty much it. And with that, we are beamed up to the office. These are the 4 students that passed today's exam. First of all, congratulations. However, from now on, as members of SEED, you will be dispatched all over the world. We are proud to introduce SEED Balamgarden's mercenary soldiers. Oh, right, okay, Pri, I might have to keep that in mind. SEED soldiers are combat specialists, but this is only one aspect of SEED. When the time comes, Headmaster, it's almost time for the meeting. Please keep this short. Pardon me. Seed is a valuable asset to Garden. Its reputation is solely dependent on each one of you. Handle your mission with care. Is that what you wanted to say, sir? Here is your Seed rank report. So very shortly we're going to find out just how well we did. I think there's a RNG manipulation trick where if you save and walk in the forest you can respawn him over and over again. I'll have to... Right, okay. I'll keep that in mind, although I've never really been very good at manipulating the RMG in any of the Final Fantasies. It's really annoying. This ends the Seed integration dismissed. So at this point we can go ahead and make our way out of here. And of course we'll be greeted by the other exam participants. Okay, so our Seed rank is rank 6. So our conduct we got 70 points. Judgment we got 60 points. Our attack we only got 20 on, but that's because we didn't kill very many Galabedans over on the exam mission. Our spirit we got 70 points, that's not too bad. And then our attitude we got 100 points. I think we hit 100 points on that one because we saved the dog, so we got the bonus points for that one. So as a Seed member we'll be paid a salary at regular intervals. The salary is determined by Seed rank, and the Seed rank will go up according to our actions in battle. Some actions will cause your rank to go down. Well, we're not too worried about that now, are we? Right, so now we've got a bit of a boring part of the game to go through, sadly, and that is the festival. But we'll try and get through it as quickly as we can. So first things first, we need to go and change into our Seed uniform. So we'll do that now. There we go. Don't we look handsome? Right then. So when we're ready, we want to talk to Selfie. And as you might guess, Squirrel's quite a shy, non-people person, hence why he's sort of huddling in the corner there out of the way of everybody. Yo! Sup, Squirrel? I guess we're both Seeds now, huh? Put it there, man. Huh. Even as a Seed, you're still the same. Well, that's typical of you. See ya. Oh, hey, Zell. Want to join the Garden Festival Committee and... Sorry, I just remembered something. Gotta go. See ya. Squall, hi. Want to join the Garden Festival Committee? You can help out whenever you have time. Please? Yeah, why not? Sure, you seem to be putting a lot of effort into this. Really? Woohoo! I know you will be busy with a lot of Seed stuff, but let's work hard on the Garden Festival too. Bye! And at this point we are introduced to our fourth main character, who will be joining our party later on. And here she is, Renoa. She's actually one of my favourites. You're the best looking guy here. Dance with me, she says. Let me guess. You'll only dance with someone you like. Okay then. Look into my eyes. You're going to like me. You're going to like me. Did it work? I can't dance. You'll be fine, come on. And with that, we are thrusted into a cutscene. So you'll dance with someone you don't know, sorry, don't even know, but you can't stand being around me. Whatever. You're an instructor and I am your student. It's kind of awkward when you don't say anything. That's true. I was like that myself. Oh, I completely forgot. I wonder what's to become of me. I've come to give you an order. You and I are to go to the secret area. It's where students secretly meet up and talk after curfew. It's inside the training centre. What do you want to do there? Are we going to tell everyone that they're violating curfew? If that's the case, forget it. Leave that for the disciplinary committee. Go get changed and meet me in front of the training centre. This will be my last order. Okay, so with that we'll go ahead and make our way out of here. Get changed and meet at the training centre. What's this all about? So now we're going to get changed for the final time, and thank God we get to stay in our normal outfit now after this. We don't have to get changed again. There we go. Here we go. And at this point we're thrusted into another tutorial, but we're going to just dodge past that because I really can't be bothered to go through it again. And of course Christus has also mentioned a T-Rex saw. Right, at this point I'm just going to go to Zell here. In fact, actually there's a quicker way I can do this. If I go to switch and we click on Zell and switch with Quistis, Quistis should now have everything that Zell had. Yep, there we go. Right, let's go and make our way on in. And there are T-Rex saws in here, which is where I'm now going to look for them. Hence why I said I will have my T-Rex saw battle. Although I might make my way to that save point up there first, thinking about it. Unless one pops up beforehand. Oh, it's just a glass. We'll let Shiva do away with that. Let's continue just pushing through. Oh, okay. So weird his ugly head before I had a chance to save, but okay. Right, what we need to do first of all is weaken him down a little bit with Shiva. And against the T-Rex or Shiva is going to be your best friend. So let's go ahead and start whacking him with Shiva. And the reason I haven't got Quistis to do anything yet will be made clear in a moment. Right. We're going to try and card him now, see if we can... Nope, failed this time round. I'll keep trying actually with the card ability. In order for card to work, sometimes you do have to damage them off a little bit. Bugger. This one's actually not that strong compared to the ones that we'll fight later on. Gonna have to damage it a bit more, I think. You usually have about 12.5 grand of health as well. Just thought I'd put that one out there. There we go, got him. One T-Rex saw card. And farming these T-Rex saw cards will help us out with the card game at the early stages of the game. And we still get the AP for it. And there's a few new abilities learned for our Guardian forces as well. So let's just go into here and see what we can do next. Ah, stop apologising, Pri, it's fine. No need to worry. Oh, yes, let's go ahead and learn that one. Yes, it is, Pri. We'll get to that in a bit. Oh, you're still learning that. What should we get you learning? Let's start with that one. Right, let's go ahead and continue working our way to the save point. Oh, another grat. Make that 2 grats. We'll just go ahead and pull out a summoning here and have them deal with it. There's a draw point just here, we'll grab that as well. I wonder, see if I can turn this one into a card. Not taking enough damage yet. Uh-oh, sleeping gas. Oh dear. There we go. So only Squirrel can draw that one because Quistis doesn't have draw set up right now. What am I doing? Why am I wasting a potion? I could have just used... Oh yeah. I have to be at the save point to use that, I forgot. There we go. Now I should be able to... Well, actually, is there even any point in wasting a tent on that right now? I don't think there is. Just go ahead and save our game here because we've actually made quite a lot of progress. And then we'll go ahead and make our way in through here. And this is a one-off area as well. After this we can't come back in here, I don't think. I haven't been here for a while. What time is it? It's after midnight. Oh well. I, Quistis Trip, am no longer an instructor as of now. I'm a member of Seed now, just like you. Who knows, maybe we'll end up working together. Oh really? Is that all you're going to say? If that's how it was decided, you'll have to abide by it. They told me that I failed as an instructor, basically that I lacked leadership qualities. I was a seed by the age of 15, got my instructor license at 17. No. It's only been a year since I got it. I wonder where I went wrong. I did my best. Are you listening? Are you done yet? I don't want to talk about it. What am I supposed to say about other people's problems? I'm not asking you to say anything. I just want you to listen. Then go talk to a wall. Yeah, I agree with that one, Pri. Aren't there times when you want to share your feelings with someone? Everyone has to take care of themselves. I don't want to carry anyone's burden. No leadership qualities, failed instructor. Perhaps they're right. Right, so that's that out of the way. I'm just going to save my game again so I don't have to do that annoying cutscene again. Because we have got a boss fight coming up in just a moment. Right. So we can make our way out of here via either side. It doesn't really matter which side we go down. Ooh, another grat. Make that 2 grats. Oh, I'll just get Shiva to mow these ones down quicker. Right then. This is getting tedious now at this point. I'm just going to run. If they were worth more AP then I'd stand and fight, but they're only worth 1 AP a time, I think. 2 at the maximum. Come on, Squall. Yeah, at this point in the game you're quite correct. Right, so with this one we need to eliminate the bottom 3 first, ideally. And I've actually screwed up a little bit here because I forgot to set my other Guardian forces up so they could share in the XP, but it's all good. Most of our Guardian forces will gain experience, it's only like one that won't, and I think that's it for it. But it's all good, I'm sure we can manage. Right, that's the bottom three out of the way. That just leaves the top one, which is the Grinaldo. I do like this battle music as well. In the soundtrack it's called Forge Your Way, I believe. No. Oh bugger, done it again. This boost ability really is starting to grind my gears. And down goes. And we shall learn more about this mysterious girl later on. I'm not going to say who she is just yet because I don't want to give out spoilers for those that might watch this that haven't played the game before. Just laughing at Pre's comedy in the live chat there, folks. Some of them are quite amusing. Scroll, it's not like everyone can get by on their own, you know. And off she toddles. Says who? Right, so at this point Quistis is going to be leaving us for a while, so what I'm going to do is switch these two back now. And we'll go ahead and make our way back to the dormitory. No. Finally, there you are. Where the hell were you? I was looking all over the place. We're both now members of Seed, right? Well, guess what? We've got our own rooms. Your new room's right across the hall from the old one. That's what I was asked to tell you, man. It took me forever. So with that, we'll go ahead and make our way up. And yeah, we have now got ourselves a nice new brand spanking new room. So we'll grab the magazine off the side there. And actually, since we just did that boss fight, let's just do another quick game save. when you've been dick fucked by these games the amount of times I have, and you've also had other things that have screwed you over, such as power cuts and things, you tend to learn to save your game a lot, and sometimes you even learn to save multiple saves as well. Especially when you're a dumbass like me and accidentally save over the wrong file. Oh boy, have I done that enough times. Yeah. Come here, you little shit. Right, we're going to have ourselves our first card game here, and we're going to try and get our hands on our first rare card. I don't know how well this is going to go, but we shall give it our best shot. There it is, the mini malt card. Right. So at the moment we're just playing the basic rules, thank God. Oh sugar, I played the wrong card. That was stupid of me. This is going to be a draw this time because I screwed up. Wait, come back here. Ah, lost him. There he is. Ah, he ran past me. Little shit, come here. No, we don't want that one. I'm hoping he'll play it again. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, he's actually got another card in his hand that's also quite useful as well. I'll point that out in a second. So the other card that he's got in his hand that's quite helpful is actually that sandworm card. If we can get enough of those, we can convert them into tornadoes. But I'll try and farm for those off camera so that I don't bore you guys to death with it. Let's see here, what would be the next best move to make? I reckon if I go in there with that, you shouldn't be able to take that. Gotcha! I win. I'll take that. Right, we'll leave him be for now. Next we're going to go and make ourselves known in the cafeteria, because that's where our next opponent shall be. And she has the Quistis card. Sorry, he has the Quistis card even. This one's got slightly higher level cards, so it's going to be slightly difficult to win the game, but we should be able to do it easily enough. And there's our first paycheck of $4 grand. Lovely jubbly. Right, so we want the guy in the back. So we'll go ahead and chuck these 3 cards out, because the more high level cards we've got, the better. He'll do. Ah, he hasn't played it this time. Oh, the Marlborough card. I win. What should we have? Let's go with the Marlborough card actually. Let's try again, see if we can get him to play it. We're getting quite a few decent cards into our hand now, which is helpful. Nope, no Christus card this time. But that's fine. We've got a couple of other decent cards there that we could potentially go after.
Gotcha.
Which one should we take this time? Let's go with that one. Oh, also another thing to point out is if the writing below the card is blue, it means you haven't pulled one before. If the writing is yellow, it means you've had it but don't currently own it. Still no Quistis card. What a pain. No matter, we can still build up our ranks a little bit. Oh yes, I do know about that pre. Yeah, we'll take that one, why not? My God, he won't play it. Why won't he play it? Come on. I've never had this much trouble getting him to play it. This one's going to end in a draw. Yeah. It's alright, I'd rather end it in a draw than lose, to be honest. Hey, finally. There she is. And this card is actually a level 10 card, which is the highest level you can get. There we go. I'll take that. Right, at that point we're going to leave it at that. And for this episode, or live stream rather, there's one last thing I want to cover, but first we need to go out towards the front gate for that, because I need to go and get the item in question from Sid. Because then after that we'll be pretty much heading for our next destination, which will be Timber, and I think that would be a good place to start our next live stream, which will be tomorrow, and it will be the normal time of 2:30 PM UK time, and I promise you I will be here to stream at that time. I'm not just saying it this time. I know I was supposed to have streamed yesterday, but time just sort of ran away with me, and things got mucked up and whatnot. But again, tomorrow also I'll try and go for a slightly longer stream like I've done today. So I've been going for just under 2.5 hours now. Made it! T-boards are prohibited within garden. Have you forgotten? Oops, sorry. But this is really cool. It may come in handy on a seed mission someday. We'll be the judge of that. Confiscate it. Oh, thank you, Pri. That's much appreciated. I just hope that eventually I can get more people watching my stream. I mean, Fuzzfinger keeps putting the word out there that my channel is, here. But still early days yet, I think. All of you are members of Seed, but nevertheless, you're still students at this garden. Furthermore, because you are Seeds, you must set an example to all others and abide by the garden's rules. Understood? Well, about your first mission, you are to go to Timber. There you will be supporting a resistance faction. That is your mission. A member of the faction will contact you at Timber Station. This person will talk to you and say the Forest of Timber sure have changed. At this time you must reply with, but the owls are still around. That is the password. Just follow the faction's orders. Just us three? Correct. We have agreed to do this mission for very little money. Normally we would never accept such a request, but enough talk about that. Well then, Squirrel, you are the squad's leader. Use your best judgment based on the situation. Zell and Selfie, you are to support Squirrel and give your all to carry out the faction's plans. So at this point we just want to talk to Sid again. Oh, and Squirrel, I forgot to give you this. It's a cursed item, but if one with enough power uses it, it should be of great help. Okay, so at this point we're just going to double back on ourselves. And at this point we're actually going to save our game as well, thinking about it. Right. So before we wrap up the stream, there are two things I'm going to do. The first of all is to go up to the F3... floor 3, which is the office, because we're going to go and once again engage Sid again in conversation, because we're going to have a card game with him. He has a rare level 10 card on him, which is the Cypher card. So we'll go ahead and do that now. See if you'll... There it is. Unfortunately we're not going to be able to take that card because it's such a high level and it's very difficult to get at, so we're going to have to rely on beating his other cards instead. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, that's clever. That's very clever. Bollocks, I did not mean to do that. Ah. Although, to be honest, I don't think I could have won that either way. Now he's refusing to play it. No matter, we'll get him to play the card again. Just gonna have to whoop him a few times, I think. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-dum. Let's have the Tomry King out of him. Oof. These are some low-level cards, minus one of them. Another draw. Oh, come on, Sid. Oh, now he's played a... Well, he's got a card in his hand that we actually do want to grab. And we're going to need to get at least 20 of them. Shit. Oh no. There's only one way out of this. We're going to have to do that. There we go. That was too close. Why won't he play the damn card that I want? Hey, finally he's decided to play it again. This time I shall not fail. Damn it! He's managed to hold me to a draw again, the little shit. Now he's not going to play it again, for flip's sake. This is a bit of a frustrating situation. I'm going to go for this one. This is the one we need 20 of to get the pulse ammo we need for the Lionheart blade. I'll farm for the rest off stream so that I don't bore you guys to death with it. Hey, there we go. Come on, I can do this, I can do this. Nope, wrong one. Come on, I've got this, I've got this. I will be leaving my stream shortly, Pre. I'm literally just going to win this card, and then I've got one more thing I want to do on today's stream. And then I'll be calling it quits because I need to go and get some dinner. I'm not beating me again. Gotcha. There we go, one cipher card. Right, we'll come back to him later. Right, now I'm going to make my way back down to the F1 lobby and save my game one last time. And then we're going to go and take care of our last piece of business for today's stream. And then we'll pick things up again tomorrow. Right, so what we need to do here is go into our items and go down to the magical lamp, and this will take us into an optional boss fight against a guardian force known as Diablos. Now this boss's strength is determined by what level our team are at, so at the moment, because we're quite low, we shouldn't struggle too much. I want to try and cast Demi on him, because it'll do some hefty damage to him. Like so. Cool. Ouch. Ooh, Jesus. So actually we'll just put a guardian force up to help. I think we've almost got him now. Can't have much health left. We can have anything up to about 8 grand of health, I believe, if I remember correctly anyway. Sugar. And the reason I'm not boosting with Ifrit right now is because I want to try and avoid killing him for a second while I get Squall back up. Because if Squall stays down and we defeat Diablos, we won't get the experience with Squall. And I want to make sure we're all getting the experience if I can. There we go. He's the white pen. No! Click the wrong button. No! Oh. There we go. Blimey. That did a fair hit. Oh damn, stop valve. I wanted to cast it, let's stop it. So here's our first look at Siren, who we got from the boss fight Everett earlier. Come on. Still want to keep fighting, do you, Douglas? Very well. Have it your way then. Both Siren and Quest button, which means they're not getting any XP from this fight, I don't think. It would be nice if they could make a way for you to actually revive Guardian forces inside the boss fight. Well, inside any fight rather. Come on. That was close. I generally thought he was going to have me for a second there. It would have been a royal shame to go down as well, considering how far we've come. Probably almost got him. Oh my god, Diablos, just give it up already. Stopping Guardian Force. Yeah, for this Guardian Force I do recommend that you avoid leveling up against, because the higher level you are, the more harder it's going to be to beat him. So I do recommend staying low level for this particular fight. Oh my god! What is his problem with the selfie all of a sudden? Come on, you can't possibly take much more now. He's got to be close to death by now. Give it up. Hey, there we go. Stubborn Guardian Force. And we get the Diablos card as well. And 20 AP. Beautiful. Right. We'll just go ahead and equip our new Guardian Force actually. We're going to give it to Squall, I think. Go ahead here and use a cottage and save our game. And I think we're going to pretty much wrap things up for this live stream, and tomorrow I shall continue on where we shall make our way to Timber. So do come and stop by that stream and you know, follow me along if you wish. But thank you to everybody that's popped along today. I know there hasn't been that many so far. I have seen a few people sort of pop in and out. And I will see you all tomorrow. Yeah, thank you for stopping by, Priya. Much appreciate it. And I'm loving the commentary that you keep putting in the background as well in the live chat. It's brilliant. And thank you so much for your support today as well. Right, here we go.